up your YouTube, search for Stukeley Meadows, watch on your big screen. Get yourself comfy, this could take a while, what a happy scene. Something new every day for your long-term memory. This is so exciting, it is nearly time for a Stukeley assembly. Happy days at Stukeley. Good morning everyone, good afternoon whenever you're watching it, and welcome to our Friday retrieval assembly. For each other we, every day we, to improve we, together we will. Every single Stukeley day we focus on. Our Stukeley motto is, our Stukeley curriculum is, and 4 words that make the magic happen. Yes, right, hi everyone. Welcome to our Friday retrieval assembly. We had a break over half term. We're straight back on it. I'm really excited about today, but I'm not quite as excited as Mr. Smith and Mrs. Cooper. Let's find out how they're feeling. Hello, Mr. Smith.
Hello.
How are you feeling about retrieval assembly?
Oh, so exciting. The questions are quite outstanding.
Aren't they just? I tell you what, have your class got some particularly tricky ones?
The tricky ones are all over the place. There's a tricky one on history,
Yeah.
really tricky one on science.
I bet there is. Anyway, I'll leave you to be Evil Knievel here on your own.
Thank you very much.
Oh, here she is. Hello, Mrs. Cooper. How are you feeling about retrieval assembly?
I wish I could take it.
Well, one day you'll be able to. They get more and more excited every single week, don't they? You can see it in their faces. Anyway, I know what you're thinking. Oh, Mr. Singletary's just given them his Evil Knievel top to make it look like he's got more than one. Well, I have actually got more than one. What I've done is I've been in touch with my supplier to get different sizes because they're coming from the other sides of the world. The sizes are a little bit different to UK. So I'm looking into getting child size Evil Knievel hoodies because I would love to sell them in the oak leaf. Anyway, just before we get stuck into retrieval, I've got to tell you something about Evil Knievel because we do Evil Knievel retrieval. I think you're going to love this little bit of knowledge that I'm going to give you. I have one problem though. You're going to think that I made it up. It's the kind of knowledge, it's the kind of fact that I would normally make up as a joke, but it's actually true. And if you don't believe me, get on the Google and see. Anyway, when Evil Knievel was a young man, he wasn't called Evil Knievel. Oh man, I think he was Bobby Knievel. Don't actually know. I think he was Bobby Knievel, or is that his son? Anyway, his first name was something Knievel. It wasn't Evil Knievel. Anyway, when he was a young man, he actually, I think he stole some hubcaps off cars, and a hubcap is part of the wheel. You have the tyre, and then you have a cap put on the tyre, and it's called a hubcap. Anyway, he stole some hubcaps, which is a bad thing to do, and he had to go and spend a night in a prison cell. So he had to go and into a cell overnight, and when he went in the cell, he was next door to another person who was a criminal. So he was in his own room in his police cell, and there was one next to him. You've probably seen this kind of, the American prison cell, jail cell type thing. Anyway, he's in one cell. In another cell was a prisoner, was a criminal called William Knorfel. It's true, William Knorfel. And the would it have been a sheriff? The person, the prison officer, the police officer that was looking after them, called William Knorfel Awful Knorfel. That's what he called him. He called him Awful Knorfel. And then they gave the name Evel Knievel. So we had in two cells, prison cells, Awful Knorfel and Evel Knievel. Now it sounds like I've made that up, and I know that Mr. Watley is rolling his eyes, but Google it, you'll find it on lots of sites. So let's add that to our schema organizer. Here we go. Okay, brilliant. I'm so excited. Let's get learning logs out, let's get them set up, and let's get retrieving. Right, I know that you can do this on your own. I know that, but we're going to do it together just to make extra sure. So we should be on pages 22 and 23, because this week started with the 2nd of November. Now, if you have a quick look, I got a star here for some great learning. Oh, and I've got a learning behaviour here, because I wasn't doing what I should have done 3 times in a row. Anyway, here's the sentence from Wednesday's reading assembly. Polly and Friday O'Leary arrived at Mr. Gum's, but were they too late? And I think that should really have an apostrophe in there, because we're referring to the house that belonged to Mr. Gum. So anyway, I've done most of my reading for this week, and I've done my 2 rock stars. So we're on page 23. You know the score. Nothing tricky this week. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you're in year 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, put a little 0 in. Let's go. We are really close now to starting our retrieval. Before we do that, I've just done a quick Google. I've just checked my knowledge. I called him Bobby Knievel. He was Robert Knievel. That's what he was christened when he was a baby, when he was born. He was Robert Knievel, but I think that they called him Bobby, because that's another version of Robert, really. So anyway, let's clear that up. Let's start with foundation, go all the way through to year 6. Please remember, teachers, pause in the middle of each one after each question. Go through the answer at the end. Write the answers up, discuss them, and then tweet them. Teachers need to tweet. Teachers need to tweet. You get it. Let's go. Foundation stage. Hello. I hope you've had a great first week back. It's been brilliant to have you back in the building. We've got 6 questions. I'm going to say them. You're going to talk about them in class. You're not writing them down yet, but there might be some writing today. Depends on what your teachers want to do. Right, number 1, I'm going to show you some numbers. When I hold them up, you've got to say what the number is. Here we go. Good start. Number 2. Now, I'm going to show you a number and you need to tell me what is one more than the number. I don't want to know the number. I'll show you it. You need to tell me what's one more. So what is one more than this? And what is one more than this? Now we're going the other way. We're going to go one less. Don't tell me the number I show you. Tell me the number that's one less than it. What's one less than this? One less than this. Oh, tricky from your teachers. Okay, I'm now going to give you some words to read. Now, when I hold it up, your teachers might give you the chance to decode it, to break it down, but I'm going to show you it, and your teachers will do the rest. So, what is this word? And what about this word? And what about this word? Number 5, I'm now going to say a word. And you need to tell me what sounds are in the word. And it says here in my book, can you write it down? So I think some of you are going to get the whiteboards and pens out. Or paper and pencil. How exciting! Okay, here's my word. Pig. What are the sounds in that word? Pig. I'm now going to give you another word, an extra word. Are you ready? The word is gum. I'm not sure if you've done all those sounds. I'm going to do it anyway. Gum. Off you go. Exciting. And last one, number 6. This is a really good one to talk about. What are the signs of autumn? Have a good go at that one, foundation stage. Have a good weekend. Hello, year 1. I hope your learning logs are ready. I hope your pencils are ready. Your best Stukeley script, please. Question number 1. Which word describes an object that light cannot pass through? Write it down. Question number 2. Which word describes a line that goes straight up? Like that. Straight up. Question number 3 has got 2 parts. Question number 3. First of all, write the missing number. That's the first part of question 3. Now the second part, Mr. Watley's gonna love this. Write the missing number. Question number 4. In a synagogue, where is the Torah kept? Write it down in your best Stukeley script handwriting. Question number 5 has got 2 parts, 2 words. Question 5. First of all, write the word tight. Then I want the word night. You need to write tight, night. Tight, night. Off you go. And finally, question number 6. Yellow is a primary colour. Yellow. What are the other 2? Write them down, please. Well done, year 1. Have a great weekend. Whoa, crazy. Hi Year 2, it's going to be brilliant now. Hope the learning logs are ready. I hope that the pencils are sharp. Number 1, here we go. On which night is the gunpowder plot remembered? Now, I'm not sure if you need to write the date as well. I think you should write the date because we talked about it yesterday. I want the night and the date. Go. Question number 2. Is this true or false? If it's true, copy it out. If it's false, can you please write it out, but improve it, so make it correct. If it's true, copy it out. If it's false, change it, make it correct. Question number 3. Apple. Table. Grumble. I don't like cats, or dogs, or animals. Apple, table, grumble. They all end with the same 2 letters. Write down those 2 letters, and if you can do it, then can you write another word that's got those 2 letters at the end? Apple, table, grumble. 2 letters that are at the end, write another one. Go. Question number 4. Can you write down the 5 vowels? What are the 5 vowels? Write them down. Be great if you could put a little comma in between each one. Come on! Question number 5, the number 94. What is the value of the 9 digit? Write down the value of the 9. And question number 6, can you write down the properties of plastic? Write them down in a list. Be great if you could put a comma between each one. Come on! Have a great weekend, Year 2. You're going to have a good time. Whoa, almost forgot question 0, didn't I? Sorry, Year 2, question 0, here we go. Who was in a prison cell next to Evel Knievel? Write it down, capital letters for names, come on. Oh, what a brilliantly arty shot. Hello, Year 3. I am so excited. I know you are too. Let's go. Learning logs ready. Pencils nice and sharp, or pens if you've got them. Let's go. Question number 1. If your mammoth feels thirsty, how does this make washing it more difficult? Please write the answer in a sentence. Capital letter, full stop. Go. Question number 2. Can you write the word pencil case in French? Question number 3. Fill in the missing word. Light travels in lines. Light travels in lines. Write the missing word. Question number 4. Is a mirror a light source or a reflective material? Is a mirror a light source or a reflective material? Write down if it's the first one or the second one. And then when you've finished, in brackets, I think you've maybe covered this a little bit, in brackets, could you write one room where you'd find a mirror? Go, write it down. Question number 5. Please write the missing number. Okay. And finally, question number 6. Always, sometimes, never. They are the answers. Always, sometimes, or never. You've got to choose the right one. If I take one away from an odd number, the answer will be even. If I take 1 away from an even number, the answer will be even. Is that always right, sometimes right, or never right? There we go. And finally, question 0, back up to the top. I knew you were waiting for it, so excited. Okay, here's my question. Who was in a prison cell next to Evel Knievel? Write it down. See you next week, everyone. Have a great Okay, year 4, let's get stuck in. Your learning logs are ready, your pencils are sharp, your pens are ready. Number 1, how many metres in a kilometre? And the next bit, how many metres in a kilometre? And then, how many kilometres in 3,000 metres? How many metres in a kilometre, first one, and then how many kilometres in 3,000 metres? Oh, that's tricky. Question number 2. What does the word perish mean? You need to write a sentence. Perish, capital letter. Perish means full stop. Go. Question number 3. What did the Romans do for us? You need to write down 2 answers. What did the Romans do for us? I need they, capital T, they, and, full stop. Go. Question number 4. Who wrote The Sheep Pig? I want the author's name. Capital letters, please. Go. Capital letter for the first letters. Come on. Right, question 5. You need to write down 4 words, actually. 4 words. The first word is which. The second word is the other type of which. So I want which. I then want Saturday and Sunday. Capital letters to start. Which, Saturday, Sunday. Which, Saturday, Sunday. Which, Saturday, Sunday. Which, I'll tell you what, new song there. Question number 6. What is ice cream in French? Write it down. And finally, back up to question 0. Who was in a prison cell next to Evel Knievel? Oh, you've just heard it! Write it down. Capital letters for names. Go. Done. Have a good rest of the day. Have a good weekend. See you Monday. Very strange start, that. Okay, year 5. Learning logs ready. Pens, pencils ready. Let's go. Question number 1. The Earth is tilted at an angle of how many degrees? Write it down. Question number 2. What is the proper name for a Greek city-state? Go. Question number 3. What are these examples of? Question number 4. What is a multiple? Now, I need a sentence. I want a capital M. Multiple. A capital A. Sorry. A multiple is full stop. Go. Question number 5. Capital letter. What is a factor? A factor is full stop. Go. Question number 6 starts with a capital. In which country was Sikhism founded? Where did it all begin? And question 0, back up. Who was in a prison cell next to Evel Knievel? You've just heard it. Go. Well done, everyone. Have a good rest of the day. Have a good weekend. See you Monday. Here we go, everyone. Right, year 6. I'm so pleased we were able to do the street art yesterday. I know you enjoyed it, a brilliant experience, and one that I know you've got a lot of enjoyment and knowledge from, which is great. Question number 1. Can you write down 3 ways in which the Industrial Revolution affected Great Britain? Try and fit them on the line. Go, number 1. Question number 2. Can you write a sentence with a capital and a full stop or something at the end? Write a sentence using the word desperate, but you've got to spell it correctly. I wonder which one it is. Write a sentence with the word desperate, spell it correctly. Question number 3. Why do novices give up all their possessions and shave their heads when they enter the Buddhist monastery? Why do they do it? So I need you to write a sentence. This is it, capital T. They do it because, just write that. They do it because, full stop, go. Question number 4. Is the answer a mixed number? Is it a mixed number? Why is it, or why not? So say if the answer's a mixed number and then justify it. Question number 5. You've got a sentence to start off. Darwin sailed on the Beagle to, finish it off, capital letter. Darwin sailed on the Beagle, capital B, because it's a naming word. Darwin sailed on the Beagle to, full stop, go. And finally, another sentence activity, capital letter to start. Street artists use stencils because, finish it off, full stop. Capital, street artists use stencils because, full stop, go. And finally, question 0, back up the top. Who was Evel Knievel next to when he was in a cell? Who was next to Evel Knievel's cell? Go. Well done, year 6. Have a great weekend. See you Monday. Great work, everyone. Now, it's been such a busy first week back. I've managed to speak to lots and lots of people in school from a distance, but in real life. I haven't had chance to ring anyone. I'm sorry, I know that you worry about that, but I can say this. Do you remember the first phone call I made? The first ever one live on film is when I rang Mr. Watley. Let's have a look at my first ever phone call with staff. Here we go. He's ringing up staff to see how they are doing, but what will they admit to? We hope it's not too bad. He's ringing up staff to see how they are doing, but what will they admit to? We hope it's not too bad. Hey everyone. After my chat with Mr. Watley last week, I thought I'd just check in with Mr. Smith, see how he's doing. He's probably reading the newspaper. Always reading the newspaper, that guy. Can't get him away from it.
Hello, Mr. Smith.
Oh, hey, Mr. Smith, it's me. How you doing?
Ah, lovely. Yeah, I'm okay, thank you. How are you?
Well, I'm just planning a trip after lockdown to the piano bar.
Yeah, great idea.
Come along. What are you going to wear?
Absolutely nothing.
What?
I'm not sure what the problem is.
Now, this photo of you balancing objects on your head.
Oh yeah, how many are we saying?
I don't know, how many do you reckon?
16?
Okay, and you're going to wear one of your son's clothes?
Yeah, we can. Bring it on.
Right, quick quiz to finish?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, person you'd most like to wrestle?
Mrs. Cooper.
Second person you'd most like to wrestle?
Mr. Partridge.
Would I pay you to take them both on?
Show me the money.
Favourite breakfast food?
Quiche.
Place you'd most like to go in the world?
Got Manchester.
Animal you want to ride to school?
Hyena.
Time it takes you to eat your breakfast?
4 hours and 13 minutes.
Oh, God. I enjoyed that.
Okay.
Yeah, that was
Thank
great.
you.
Yeah. Cheers then.
Okay, cheers, bye.
Thanks, Mr. Smith. Bye. See ya.
Interesting.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing this photo of Mr. Smith in one of his children's clothes with 16 objects balanced on his head. Watch this space. He's ringing up staff to see how they are doing, but what will they admit to? We hope it's not too bad. He's ringing up staff to see how they are doing, but what will they admit to? We hope it's not too bad. Right. Okay. Shout outs and miss time to finish off. First of all, I meant to say this at the start of the week and I forgot. Massive Stukeley shout out to the Walsh family. The Walsh family took part in a Fossum Zoom quiz just before half term started off, just before the break. They were against, I think, about 15 other families, something like that. The Walsh family won. They were triumphant. Next week, the children are going to get massive amounts of shillings and vouchers to spend in the Oakleaf bookshop, but more importantly, the Walsh family have won the chance to be the next Who in Who Will Be Triumphant. So we've already had Mrs. Cooper, Who. We've had Mr. Partridge and Mr. Pucky, Who. And we've had Mr. Watley, Who. Next week, we're hopefully going to have the Walsh family doing the Who as part of the opening. Very exciting. You should have seen not just the children's faces, the mum and dad's face was off the scale. They were so excited. Anyway, finish off with birthday shout outs. Let's have a little look. Oh, all my pages have fallen out. It's so exciting, or not really. Right. Oh man, incredible. Oh, I tell you what. Great. Right, here we go. Birthday shout outs. Happy birthday for today, Sophie in year 2, and Leo in year 5, and Jarvis in year 3. Happy birthday for today. What a great Friday, Retrieval Assembly Day to celebrate your birthday. And then at the weekend, we've got happy birthday, Bo in year 3, and happy birthday Lila Sue in year 1. Have a brilliant time at the weekend. Tell me all about it next week when you see me. Gonna be great. The most important 60 seconds are coming up now. The most important 60 seconds are coming up now. Okay, most important 60 seconds is not that Awful Knorful was in a cell next to Evil Knievel. That's not the most important thing. 2 things. First of all, I really hope you got stuck back into home learning. Everyone should be reading at home at least 5 times. 20 minutes a day for foundation to year 4. Year 5, 6 should be half an hour a day. Everyone should be quizzing at home if they are on accelerated reader. You should all be practicing your maths at home. That's Numbots or Times Tables Rockstars. You should all be writing a sentence in your learning log every time you read. All your families should be doing that. And on top of all of that, you should be practicing spellings or phonics. Please make sure you get stuck back into that routine. We will be checking lots. Second and final thing, the whole country is now in another lockdown. School is carrying on as normal. Teachers are coming into school as normal. We're doing all the wonderful things we do, but it feels a bit different out and about. Teachers, please can you just take a couple of moments to explain to your classes what that means. Talk about what they can and can't do outside of school. Talk about what friendships look like and spaces look like. Please can you do that? It's really important. I think some children are still not quite getting that our behaviours need to change outside of school for the next few weeks.